Medical board had credible evidence of sexual misconduct by former OSU team Dr. Richard Strauss allegedly in 1996, but failed to take action. Governor Mike DeWine says a review of the state medical board's handling of the investigation found that a staff attorney was prepared to move the case forward, but instead the entire case was ignored. NBC4's Ted Hart is live at the State House tonight with more on the state investigation's pretty troubling findings. Ted.
It is, Colleen. This report is from the working group appointed by the governor to try to find out what the state medical board knew and what it did with the information that it had about Dr. Richard Strauss. And the conclusion was not nearly enough. First, there was the independent investigation of Dr. Richard Strauss commissioned by Ohio State, which found that university employees were aware of Strauss's sexual misconduct but did not report it. And now,
investigators did uncover credible evidence of sexual misconduct.
A review of the state medical board's handling of its 1996 investigation of Strauss shows they had credible evidence and there was a case ready to go, but for unknown reasons, it was dropped.
It's almost inexplicable and witnesses we talked to really couldn't explain it. But some investigators said that sometimes happened. These cases just kind of went into this, what they called, not us, they called the black hole.
Strauss died by suicide in 2005, but it is believed that he sexually assaulted 300 or more students during his 20 years as a physician and team doctor at Ohio State. Governor DeWine says the failures of people to properly report and act on the allegations in this case are alarming.
To think that you allow a predator to continue to be a predator and continue to prey on other people, and you have the power to blow the whistle and say it needs to stop, I mean, that's what makes this whole story so very, very sad. That's what makes this whole story so just disgusting.
DeWine wants the medical board now to look back 25 years at about 1,500 other cases of complaints of sexual assault by physicians, cases that were also closed.
I shudder to think that there could be other doctors out there who, because their case may have gone into a black hole, are still allowed to practice. We need to find that out.
And in a statement this afternoon, the state medical board said that it has made many changes since the sexual misconduct of Dr. Richard Strauss and that it will continue to make improvements to better protect victims of predator physicians. Local for UN live at the State House, Ted Hart, NBC4.